Our guests want to enjoy the buying process, and they should. They are often spending tens of thousands of dollars after all. We in the business office have chosen a path in life which places us in the center of this retail exchange, a customer-facing process. This is about our guests, not us. It is their party, and we are here to help facilitate the acquisition of their wants while supporting their needs. Note that last part about needs. Let's ask ourselves, what is it that my guests need? And while we're at it, what does our store need? The answer to both is simple: financial stability. Our guests need it in the form of protection, security, and peace of mind. Our store needs it in the form of happy guests who are far more likely to continue purchasing vehicles from us. It's one big circle of life, and we are all far more likely to realize positive outcomes when our guests enjoy the massive benefits of our protective products. Daily, two things may be interfering in our plan to support these goals. One, ego is defined by the Oxford Languages Dictionary as a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. It's the self-importance part that is the problem. Remember that part about this being our guest's party and that we are here to help facilitate? It is not about us. No one ever spoke about their ego as an accolade. As soon as our guests sense that our presentation is shallow and canned with the aim of selling them something merely to benefit ourselves, they will tune out. Our initial guest interview will help flesh out what our guests' needs are. Among other things, our interview provides insight into our guests' lifestyle and anticipated usage patterns. The more we are talking with them about them, the less we are thinking of ourselves. The egoist may not care to invest time in this exercise. Unfortunately, for those too wrapped up in themselves, our guests don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. Egoists tend to shut down all of their sensory uptake, blocking out helpful clues the guest may be sharing as to what's important to them. Egoists will even listen simply to time their response to a concern versus listening to understand the concern. None of this is helpful. 2. Hubris is defined by the Oxford Languages Dictionary as excessive pride or self-confidence. Ever describe yourself as cocky during an interview? Of course not. It is not an accolade, and it's a bad look. No one likes the smartest person in the room. Besides, it's a horrible way to manage expectations. When we represent ourselves as such, we've typically got nowhere to go but down. Plus, with hubris, we tend to be preachy. No one likes to be talked at. Again, not helpful. Let's supplant these two production killers with the two following accolades. 1. Self-confidence is defined by the Oxford Languages Dictionary as a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. This is an accolade. Our guests are looking to us for guidance, and it is inspiring to receive the advice of someone who knows what's going on within their sphere of influence. We will know our products front to back and be the authority. When combined with a high relatability quotient, our advocacy on our guest's behalf becomes powerful medicine. The doctor is in, and it's time to prescribe a solution. Careful though, remember that part about excessive in the definition of hubris. 2. Humility is defined by the Oxford Languages Dictionary as a modest or low view of one's importance. Humbleness. Naturally, this is also an accolade. It isn't hard to see why this serves to impress upon our guests that we are focused on what's important to them, to serving their needs, not ours. As always, so much of what ails us is often of our own creation. Let's ditch the ego and hubris. They destroy production. Going forward, we will present ourselves with self-confidence and humility. This will serve to impress upon our guests that we possess the knowledge necessary to serve their needs, but also seek to understand what it is that they need without any pretension. These traits will support our goal of well-protected guests for life. And when our guests get what they need, our outcome is always favorable as well. Think about it. Good luck and good selling.